Hello and welcome to Maggie's Fun Time. This is Magzie, and we are back here on Hypixel Skyblock. This is a vanilla server. If you guys like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Let's get into this. There was a patch out today, and honestly, I wasn't working on anything that has to do with mining because I was working on my new farming layout. So I will show you guys that in the future. We're going to test it out on a farming contest first. Let's see if it works out good. I did a couple of tests randomly. But the patch updated this morning when I was doing my morning stuff. And there was the mining update. Now, you guys should have got a video from yesterday. That is a video from yesterday. The mining update wasn't on the server yesterday. So you guys know the new mining update, that wasn't part of it. The next mining one we'll be doing will probably go up tomorrow. I'll be recording it today, and that will be up there. But that will have the new mining update on it. And they have the patch notes out. It's really fast. I'm surprised that they had. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this. So, Hypixel Skyblock patch 20.6. Now, before we get into this, there's lots of people that are upset about this update. And I haven't played it yet. I haven't even reset your hero entry. So when you first log in, the first thing's going to happen, if you haven't been on since they've updated it, is you're going to get a reset of your entire tree. They've moved stuff around and that kind of stuff. So just go through your stuff and see where you want to go through your tree first, and then put, like, hard to describe it. You want to go through your tree and plan your route first before you start putting like powder and everything. All right. So just make sure you go through there, plan your route about where you want stuff to be. Some of the perks have been moved around. Some of them have been taken out. Some have been changed. Make sure you read them all. Go through there, change it to where you want it routed, and then start putting your powder in, because stuff costs more now, is what I've been told. So today we bring you the Hypixel update 0.20.6 with massive changes to mining skill, some changes to dyes, and more. Here is the TLDR. Glaciite RNG meter, Crystal Hollows RNG meter, revamped Heart of the Mountain, new forge slots and pure ores. I don't know what that is. Mining balance overhaul, die drop chance changes, various quality of life changes, and bug fixes. And we're going to take a look at all of this, guys. I just want you to know it's a big update. This isn't a small update. So if you were on this morning, you know that all the server and the whole network went down for like 30 minutes or so. We are currently aware of farming fortune and the pig. We are currently not working as intended, and we are looking into that. Basically, the pig pet, I was watching somebody else's stream. The pig pet is giving you more fortune than what you should be getting right now, and that's probably going to get patched. So expect a hot fix sometime today, tomorrow, something like that. So Crystal Nexus RNG meter. Odds incarnation, fill the meter to increase the drop chance of this item. Reaching 100% guarantees the drop. I don't know what that is though. We've introduced an RNG meter for the Crystal Nexus, allowing you to guarantee a drop of your choice after certain number of runs. Oh, the Devon alloy. I see. Yes, but that means that you would have to do runs in order to get the chance, right? We'll see what that entails. Is it runs, or is it doing anything in the like commissions or anything in there? So it would lead me to believe it's just runs in general. Guaranteeing drop choice of after completing a certain number of runs. You will retroactively receive Nexus XP for runs you've completed at a 25% rate. So I've only done like 4. We've also changed the Devon alloy drops from the Nexus rather than having dynamic drop rate. The drop rate is always 1 out of 1,000 runs. So I'm guessing it's going to be easier to get the Devon alloys, which means it's going to hopefully be cheaper to buy them, because a billion and a half coins is stupid. That's how much it is right now. Revamped Heart of the Mountain Tree. Gem Lover, level 20. Gemstone Fortune. I don't know why you have it disabled, but Heart of the Mountain has been almost entirely overhauled. Yes, it has. Most of the perks are either moved, changed, or deleted, and there are also quite a few new ones. Our goal is to get rid of all of the less useful perks and replace them with more useful ones. We've refunded everyone's powder and reset their trees for free so that everyone can try out the new Heart of the Mountain out. We also made some additional changes to the Heart of the Mountain tree, adding a warning for when you are mining with unspent Heart of the Mountain tokens. Oh, that's going to be annoying. Hopefully it's disableable. Disabled Heart of the Mountain perks will now appear as redstone dust. So if I see, that's what that's showing. So if you have one disabled, it'll show it as redstone dust, so you know it's disabled. You need to enable it. It looks like there's one there too. We've also, oh wait a minute, hold on a minute. You can no longer switch to different pickaxe abilities while you are while one is currently on cooldown. Ooh, okay. So people were trying to do 2 abilities at one time to cheese the system, I guess. New stats, plural. Mining fortune variants. Similar to individual crop fortunes, mining fortune is getting 4 subtypes. That is so bad of an idea. Oh, okay. Okay. Mining fortune is... Why? Why did you need that? Mining fortune is getting 4 subtypes that stack on top of your base mining fortune. There are ores, blocks, dwarven metals, and gemstones. Which fortune applies to what can be found in the newly revamped handy block guide, accessed through Fidelis or /HBG. So, ore fortune is now all the regular default ores from vanilla. Blocks is cobblestone, endstone, glowstone, gravel, flint. That's good. That's good. Sed and Renstead, yeah. Obsidian, mycelium, netherrack, ice. Okay, I could see that one. Dwarven metals, of course, it's all the dwarven metals, and then the gemstones is all of the gemstones. So, mining spread. This is one I'm interested in. This stat is your chance to block additional block when mining, and it stacks above 100, similar to fortune. If you have 300 mining spread, you are guaranteed 3 additional blocks and a 50% chance for a 4th one. Mining spread is compatible with ores, blocks, and dwarven metals. Gemstone spread is a stat that just works just like mining spread, but for gemstones. The key difference here compared to how it worked previously is that gemstone spread is compatible with pristine, making it super powerful. So the thing, I never even bothered with disabling it, but if you're gemstone mining, you wanted to disable the ore spread, the ore breaking, because when you break multiple blocks with one break, the pristine bonus does not affect the ones broken around the block you broke. So if you got a block If you got a solid block in the middle, and there's like a bunch of little fence like glass around it, and you break one in the middle, if you broke the ones around it, those wouldn't be affected by pristine. Only the block you broke would have. And I just always just mind regular. There's no point in changing it for me because I don't like gemstone grind. That's not how I want to spend my life, is grinding for 3 or 4 hours so I can make 20 million an hour. Sorry, just saying. Anyway, but they've changed the way spread works so that it'll work with gemstones though. But you have to have a separate gemstone spread. It kind of seems more complicated. Also, you're going to want to customize your gear probably to affect what you're mining, which can be good and can be bad. I don't know that we needed that. This is a change that I think is bad, but I saw it coming because cold resistance you couldn't be immune to it, and they've already changed the way the heat worked to where lava worked where you couldn't be immune to lava in some cases. Expect that in the mines, because if heat resistance and cold resistance here, I think they're going to probably switch over some of the lava stuff too, probably. We'll see. Heat resistance improves your survivability to exposed to heat. We've taken the time to revamp how heat builds up so that the more lenient builds up slower and dispenses faster. Okay, so the old system was in the magma field you get +1 heat, in lava you get +5 heat. When you were not in the magma fields, you had -1.5. I'm sorry, -0.5. Standing in water, you had -1, and then drinking a bottle was -10. Now, with the new system, being in the magma fields is 0.1 heat. That's Bal's fighting area, I believe, is 0.2 heat. On fire is 1 heat. Lava is 3 heat. And taking priority over fire. So if you're standing in lava, you'll get this first, and then fire ticks. While not in the magma fields, you'll lose 1 heat. That's the same, right? No, it's doubled. Drinking water, while in water, you do produce. I can't talk today. It's -5 heat, and then drinking potions only -10 heat. Now that's a nerf. That's a nerf. So I was listening to people talk. You don't want to be drinking potions. You want to take like I guess a bucket of water with you. Can you place buckets in the mines? Maybe there'll be water pools around somewhere. I don't know. Guess we'll have to try it and find out. Pure ores. This is one I know what they're talking about now. We've revamped the dwarven mines, such as dwarven gold and emeralds, into the pure ores, along with pure variants of all the vanilla ores. The Royal Mines now also contains a variety of pure ores. New items, and that's these along the walls here. If you see this, you can go mine those now and get the straight up lapis redstone off them. It's a lot easier place for you to mine ores instead of going to the little hunks of ores everywhere that you had to go do. I think it's a good change. I like that. New items. Precursor apparatus. Crafted using all 6 automaton parts. Can be used to instantly complete a sapphire crystal quest or forge certain items. Okay. Haste artifact. Crafted using a haste ring and enchanted cobblestone. Unlocks at cobblestone 9. Grants additional mining speed and higher haste level. Royal Compass. Earned from commission level 1. It points you towards the emissary or the king, whichever's closer. That seems like it might be a little bit confusing if I had to actually say. I don't know how long this video is going to be, guys. So if it's something you want to No, you just skip down through the video. Put it on times too. Some people do that. Dwarven treasure. Earned occasionally from Dwarven events. Equipment reforged stone that grants some early game mining stats. Flow state enchantment. Flow state enchantment earned occasionally from Dwarven events. Ultimate enchantment for mining tools grants mining speed based on the consecutive blocks broken. That might be pretty sweet. I could see some possibilities with there. We might have to redo some of our mining equipment. I'll be honest with you. Titanium minecart earned occasionally from Dwarven events. A pet item that grants mining fortune on titanium. Okay. Titanium tesseract. Forged using refined titanium and enchanted lapis. Armor reforged stone that grants some early game mining stats. Polished topaz rod. Forged from flawless topaz gemstones and bejeweled handles. Lava rods that... I'm sorry. I'm assuming that's supposed to be lava rods, so I'm going to read it as that, but that's not what he's talking about here. Lava rods that's useful for fishing in the crystal hollows as it reduces the heat on catch. Okay. This is a fishing rod. Got you. And it's counted as a lava rod. I'm on the page now. Okay, got it. Rusty titanium pick purchased from Bubba. This is the new first tier of titanium pick line. Thank God. The pick that grants significant mining fortune on titanium, although lacks mining speed. I don't mind that. You can always get the majority of your mining speed, guys, does not come from your drill. It comes from your perk tree. So that's always been the case. We'll look at the changes there and see if anything's changed about it, but I doubt if it has. Blazing Spear, drop from Lava Blaze Sea Creatures. Equipment reforged that grants mining stats. Okay. Starfall Seasoning. Forged using the Starfall and Treasurite drill upgrade module that provides mining speed and fortune, which is doubled when you're near a starfall. Now, I could see having a drill made just with this on there and only using it whenever a star falls around. I could see people doing that. We'll see how good it is in actual use. Pocket Iceberg Forge using Glaciite Jewels. Mining tool reforged that grants breaking power. Really? How much breaking power are we talking about here? Hold on a minute. This should be up on their wiki because I've seen some stuff that's already up there anyway. Pocket... What was it? Pocket Iceberg. Here it is. Pocket Iceberg. What are we talking about here? Yeah, I know that. The actual stat. Here we go. It bumps it up to +1. You know what this means, don't you? Mining Wisdom. Scrapped bonus. What's scrap bonus? Scrap bonus. Okay, so what this means is... I don't know if I want to tell you guys. Because I would love to put this on a specific pick. My favorite pick. And it would allow me to mine titanium with it. That might be a video there, guys. Look for a video upcoming. You guys tell me what all you guys could use the Pocket Iceberg for. Forging this takes 6 hours and costs 6 ice. I'm doing it. Just for a video. Just Just wait, guys. There'll be a video up sometime with that in it. Dwarvenos! I've been hearing about these. Obtained through various means, there are 4 variations, one on each sub-fortune. Consuming them is a permanent +2 stat boost to sub-fortunes. So what that's talking about the fortunes in the mines here. So there's 4 now for the various ores and gemstones, and there's 1 for each variety, and you want to go around and get those. A fillet of fortune can be purchased from Brunner for 1,000 coins. Consumable that grants mining fortune for a duration. Chilled pristine potato can be purchased from Brunner for 250,000 coins. Consumable that grants pristine while in the glaciate mine shafts for a duration. That might be useful. I could see people using that one. Miscellaneous. This is probably going to be a big sections here. We made many miscellaneous changes to the mining that did not really fit into any other section. The goal for most of these changes is to tie up any loose ends in the progression and improve the early game mining experience. Many also have slightly improvements to make your mining experience just a little better. Okay. And my wife seems like she wants to talk to me. So guys, I'm going to cut the video here. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. My wife had to tell me about a video or movie, a show she found on Max. Let's see. Slight improvements to let's see these slight improvements. How big is this section? It's not that bad. We'll look over it. See if there's anything I see that's relevant here. Reyes now request 10 XP total. What? Ray now requests X15 total of any combination. Oh, really? Oh my God, why? Oh, it's a total amount. Okay, so it used to take 30 total, but it was 3 of each kind. Now she just wants 15 of any kind. That's actually better for bingo runs. I'm glad that's changed, because that makes bingo runs a lot easier. You can just do 1 minion. Any enchanted mining item. Okay. To be honest with you, the easiest one is probably still redstone, right? And you need redstone anyway, so you could pop down 3 or 4 redstone minions right at the beginning of the game. Go get them, pop them down, put compactors in them, and then let them run while you go do other stuff, and then you'll definitely have the enchanted redstone unlocked by the end of the day. Yeah, I like that one. Added forge slots to Heart of the Mountain 5, 6, and 7. Not removed, but removed the forge slot from the core of the mountain 2. Okay. So they put the forge slots into the Heart of the Mountain tree instead of getting it through the core of the mountain. Is that what we're saying? So you start out with 2, if I'm getting this right. And then you get 1 for 5, 1 for 6, 1 for 7, and then probably 1 for core of the mountain. So that would be your 5 right there. We'll see. I mean, I don't know that I'll actually be able to tell you, because I'm not starting a new account anytime soon. We might. This changes makes mining all new. We might just do a playthrough just to see the new mining changes. We'll see. Considerably improved the Dwarven event rewards system and added a new item drop table. People who participate earn an item as well as a buffed reward. That's awesome. Getting the lobby bonus means everyone gets an additional item. Okay, that's cool. I like that change. You must now recomplete the Crystal Nexus or the objective in order to claim the crystal. I'm guessing people were glitching it or something. I don't know what that's about. There's got to be something about that. If you know what this is about, guys, I'm guessing there's some kind of glitch where they were getting going back and grabbing crystals without resetting is what they were doing. So they would make paths, mine paths all the way around to the different crystals, and then they would just turn them in, then go run around real quick and gather them up real quick and turn them in. Now you have to actually recomplete them each time. I'm guessing that's what it's talking about. Items in the forge are all now categorized. That's cool. We might have to take a look at that. Forge recipes can now be addressed through the recipe book within the menu, even if your slots are full. What? Forge recipes can now be accessed through your recipe book within the menu, even if your slots are full. Oh, I see. So you can look up the recipes. I'm glad that's changed, because it was annoying having to like planning stuff out and you've already got your like daily. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to keep 5 items. Whatever your max is on your forge, you should have items in there producing, because you can always sell those items for extra profit. Leaving it empty, it's part of your passive income. I've went over this before. So every day, like, you should have something in there reforged, even if it's refined stone, even if you're not going to sell it, like refined mithril or titanium, always keeping that full of something. Even if you're going to use it, if you're not going to use it, you can sell it for extra profit. But as passive income, you should always have items in there reforging every day. You don't need to keep it on cooldown, but like having something in there every day, that's passive income. You can always sell that to make money. So being able to keep that full and still look up recipes, that's great. I like that. All emissaries are now unlocked at Commission 1. Thank God. I never understood why they scaled them out. It just makes it more annoying. I wonder if they fixed the glitch where talking to the king unlocks all the emissaries for your garden. That's one I would like to fix. Them have fixed. All drills now only take 30 seconds to forge, except for the first line, the first in the line. That's pretty cool. All drill engines and fuel tanks now only take 30 seconds to forge, except the first in their line. Okay. All chisels now only take 30 seconds to forge, except for the first one. All reforges now only take 6 hours to forge. All upgrade modules now only take 18 hours to forge. Thank God. These over exorbitant amount of time it was taken to make the stuff is just annoying. Each armored Devon piece is 24 hours instead of 23. Why did they bump it up an hour? Blocks can contribute to blocks can contribute their breaking power towards the mining Fiesta Sky XP total task. I didn't know there was an XP task. That must be new too. So mining Fiesta, which is probably happening right now, to be honest with you. I should really be on doing that one. You will no longer get the same commission you just finished. Thank God. Ores within range of the fallen star now have a 2% chance to drop a starfall when mined. That's a pretty good change. I haven't seen anything that's like, no, they shouldn't have done that yet. Added particles to ores that are within range of the fallen star. That's cool. Soothed out mithril collection tier requirements so that it isn't a massive jump from tier 6 to tier 7. If you guys ever been doing your mithril collection, you know what they're talking about. You like it's like 1, 5, 10, 100,000. Removed mithril powder drops from treasure chests in the crystal hollows. Now, people were complaining about this. I thought it was kind of weird that it was even in there. That's not where you go to mine mithril powder anyway. So just having, I know there's mithril in there, which you should still be able to get mithril powder from, but having it in a chest didn't make no sense to me. So, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they have bumped up the gemstone powder that's in the chest also. I don't see that on here yet, but we'll see if it's on here down further. You can now salvage any piece of glaciite armor for 2 ice essence. That's great, because I get that crap all the time, and I just end up having to sell it. Like it's not even worth going to the AH and selling on the H anymore. Like at a certain point in the game, you make so much money, like going and putting like armor on the AH for like 20-30,000 is not worth it. Like just sell it, get it out of your inventory. It's like taking up space. So now you can just take it and salvage. I'm guessing there'll be a salvage place in the mines now? Question mark? Added the following items to new fuels. Okay, enchanted poppies. Cool. I always thought that should be on there. Plant matter. Yeah. Goblin eggs. Yes, that should have already been fuel. All fossils. Wow. I don't know. Well, if you got extra, like you need one for the you need one for the donation. You need one for the pet. Once you have the pet, unless you're going to be selling them, you don't need the fossils anymore. And if they don't sell good, there's no point in getting them. So you need to do something with them. The king will now grant 10 Heart of the Mountain XP for commissions instead of 1%. Instead of 1% powder. I don't know if that's better. I'm guessing they want you to do the events for powder. Is that the idea? Reduced amount of mining XP given by commission milestones 5 and 6. Didn't know there was a 6th commission. That's something we'll have to look at also. Reworked Glaciite Shard Power Stone. Renamed the Glaciite Lake to the Great Glaciite Lake. Mithril and refined mithril pickaxes now use diamond picks as their icon. That's pretty cool. Colored goblin eggs now use different colored spawn eggs as their icons. Okay, so they matched up the egg to the actual egg. So if it's a blue egg, you don't have to scroll over to see it's a blue egg. It'll just be blue. And the green eggs will be green. The red eggs will be red, that kind of thing. Tungsten regulator now decreases heat instead of increasing it. Swap the positions of the mithril golem and the mithril coat in the collection. I don't know if that needed to be done. Did that make it get earlier? I'd have to look at the mithril collection there, because I don't know if that means the golem's earlier or the mithril coat is earlier now. Swap positions of the enchanted mithril in the spelunker potion in the mithril collection. We're going to have to take a look at that. Decrease the number of kills needed to max ghost beastery. Tier bracket 2 to 3. So tier bracket 2 to 3, I'm guessing is what that means. Decrease the amount of kills needed to max the treasure hoarder beastery. 3 to 4. Refined diamonds now have a diamond custom head on the icon, so you don't get them confused. I like that. Treasure chest in the crystal hollows can now be discovered when mining blocks instead of hardstone, like clay. Okay. Besides hardstone. So any block you break will have a chance of discovering a treasure chest. I don't even know if the treasure chest system works the same way it does. It did. Reworked a rhinestone infusion essence shop perk to give gemstone fortune instead. Mining reforged stones now mention mining tools instead of just pickaxes. That's cool. So that would cover like everything, like the gemstone gauntlet, the drills, anything else they come up with in the future, which I'm assuming that's something that's going to come up. New mining tools. Reduce the cost of tiers 10, 11, and 12 Hearthstone minions. Thank the Lord. Those were two, like I just gave up on them. I was like, I'm not moving them past this. Like, there's no way. So we'll have to take a look at that next video. Because I might be able to max out my Hearthstone minions now. Too bad they didn't reduce their time that they produce items. Moved Heart of the Mountain XP to lower in the rewards summary of the frozen corpses. You can now open the drill mechanics menu without a drill in your inventory. Okay. The corpse looter commission now only requires looting 2 corpses instead of 3. That's good. Because most mine shafts didn't have 3 corpses. So you'd have to do 2 to get that one done. This one is more likely to be able to get done in one go in a mine shaft. Overflow part of the mountain XP from frozen corpses and leaving the glaciite mines is now converted to glaciite powder. Okay. So if you're max Heart of the Mountain, you'll get more glaciite powder from doing those. Okay. Added umber and tungsten keys to the dwarven sack. Thank the Lord. Hopefully it's also where you don't have to take it out of your inventory. You can just right click on the thing. If you have a key in your sack, you'll be able to get it. I already have a dwarven sack, so although the recipes of those, hopefully they change those because those are too expensive. You can now open umber and tungsten corpses without holding the item directly, consuming the item in your inventory. So I can just buy a bunch now, just every time, like just buy like 3 or 4 of each every day when I get my money making method back up and running, minions back up and running, and yeah. So added umber and tungsten keys to the dwarven sacks. Oh, we already went to that. Well, let's see. Okay. Reworked the item lores for the drill parts. Centered all of the icons in the lift operator menu. Added a Heart of the Mountain 4 requirement to access Lumia's shop. Polaroid book now gives 5 mining fortune instead of 1 breaking power when it's first applied. I don't know what that one is. Added the mountain climber perk to the bingo pet. Really? Did they take anything off the bingo pet? Now this is something for me because I use my bingo pet and I like bingo. Which grants increased Heart of the Mountain XP by up to 250%. What? I know why they did this. Because of this, we removed the old worst Heart of the Mountain XP boost from Fast Learner perk. What it was is there was at a certain point where you couldn't actually make it through the Dwarven Mines. So some of the commissions that you couldn't really do, not really. So with this perk on the pet, they can actually put more of the like glaciite mineshaft and stuff challenges on there, to where you can get to the glaciite mine. I'm guessing that's the reason why they added that on there. Zog's shop now sells uncommon mining XP boost instead of rare mining XP boost. Isn't that a downgrade? I don't know. Changes in mithril powder. Here we go, guys. Powder gas drop roughly triple the mithril powder they used to. Raffle and Goblin raid events now give 5,000 mithril powder for the participation. It used to be 2,000. Earn additional 10 mithril powder per raffle ticket turned in. That's a good change. Added additional 20 mithril powder for each goblin you kill in the goblin raid. That's also great. Winning a raffle will triple the mithril powder rewards. That's also good. The lobby that wins the goblin raid, if a lobby wins the goblin raid, everyone gets double rewards. So that's cool. Usually, okay, so why I'm saying that's cool is what you would do during a goblin raid is you would get your kills for the quest, and then you'd be done. You just go off do something else. Now you want to actually complete it. You want to kill. There's a list up there at the top if you look, and it'll say how many goblins you have left, and you want to kill all the goblins left before the event ends. And if you do that now, you get double your rewards, not including the amount you got from killing each individual goblin. So, and there should be a little message that pops up telling you how much you got. I'm hoping. Each tasty mithril turned into dawn. Oh, this is a great change. Because there was no point in doing any more than 10. Now there is, because you get 50 mithril powder per one you turn in. They might want to boost how many you ask for, though. If the lobby satisfies Dawn Espresso, everyone gets double mithril powder rewards. So that's pretty good. Lonesome Miner now works on all mining islands. Okay. The drop chance of magma cores is increased from 0.2 to 0.5. Increase the drop rate of glaciite armor from 0.25 to 0.5. From glaciite walkers. Reduced Baal's respawn timer to 1 minute. Half the length of Baal's respawn animation. Thank God, he took too long to spawn in anyway. Replace the gates to the mines rail with one to the lower royal mines. Added a new NPC called Brunner to the tavern in the dwarven village who sells consumables. Thank God, there was really no point in going over there. I'm glad they put somebody in there so it's an actual viable place to go. Revamped the mining pumpkin, now named Powder Pumpkin, and added to Brunner's shop. Refactored how custom blocks are implemented in the game. This has some effects on sulfur ore. You must now be within 4 blocks of sulfur ore when catching sulfur skitters. Mobs are no longer corrupted when near sulfur ore blocks. Added a hard cap to 2 billion mithril, glaciite, and what? If I'm reading this right, there's a hard cap on how much mithril, gemstone, or glaciite powder in essence you can have at one time. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know why I think 2 billion is like why is it 2 billion? Changes to glaciite powder drop rates from frozen corpses. Okay, so it's doubled, but it's RNG now. Yeah, that's basically it. It's doubled and then it's RNG. So you're at least going to get double, and then you might get more. So except for the Vanguard corpses where you get 25, and then it should be 50 to 100,000, right? They're not going to do that. Frozen Skin Essence Shops perk now gives cold resistance. Was giving defense on Jerry Workshop. Ascension Rope can now be used to return to the glaciite tunnels back to the Dwarven camp. Thank you. Slash Warp Nuke as an alias for Warp Nucleus. Updated the coloring of the Crystal Hollows commissions. The hologram in front of the crystal statue now give helpful hints on how to get each crystal. Glaciite, Tungsten, and Umber will now all drop vanilla XP orbs. After completing your first Crystal Nexus run, King Yolgur dialogue will be sped up. Any player who contributed damage towards Baal will now be allowed to claim the Topaz Crystal. Previously, it was tied to getting Beastry progress. King Yolgur will now only ask for 1 egg rather than 3. Moved the treasure in Bedlam's quest to a new location now that the old statue was referencing has been removed. Hearthstone now always only drops 1. Hearthstone now always only drops 1 at the base. Before it had a chance to drop 2. Doubled the drop rate of blue eggs. That's going to make them cheaper. Dwarven metal talismans now will now grant plus 15 metal fortune instead of the current ability. Renamed the perk of the mountain to core of the mountain. Readjusted the core of the mountain level cost. Total required mithril is unchanged. Required gemstone has been reduced by 50,000. Required glaciite powder has been reduced by 750,000. Removed the X times 12 titanium drop from the dark monolith. Okay. Rebalancing. Okay, guys. This is the one everybody's been fussing over. Many changes were made across the board to spread out mining fortune across more parts of the mining and improved underutilized gear and items. Gemstone Gauntlet revamp. We have significantly changed how the Gemstone Gauntlet to further encourage players to use drills. To compensate for this, we are adding multiple new abilities that provide interesting new utility to the item. People didn't buy the item to have interesting new abilities for it. This doesn't actually change anything unless you're using it on Topaz. Or yeah, Topaz is 9, right? Breaking power is 8. The damage goes up to 300. They has a passive strength bonus on it now. The mining speed has been halved. It's went from 16 to 800. It has a new passive ability, reduce the atoms. Mobs killed on the mining island now drop gemstones when killed with the gemstone gauntlet. The gemstones they drop correlate with the gemstones that you have in your gauntlet. Killing these mobs also changes your gemstone meter by 1. I don't know what that means, but the gemstone meter is your snap thing. I remember now. That means you don't ever want to use gemstone gauntlet without gemstones in, if I get that right. A new passive kinetic. Mobs killed on the mining island will reduce the timer of all of your forge slots by a certain amount of time when killed with the gemstone gauntlet. So they really want people to start using the gemstone gauntlet for killing things and not for mining? Is that? I don't understand that. The amount of time scales by 0.5 seconds for each perfect gemstone you have slotted in your gauntlet. So we're going to need to max that bad boy out. I want to do that anyway because I need it now. I need it in the glaciite mines. Gemstone snap. The gemstone meter stores up 150 charges, 150 mob kills. Once full, you may shift right click the item to drain your meter, giving you plus 50 mining fortune for 60 minutes. This effect does not stack. But, of course, nobody's going to be using it for mining. You've made a mining device that is worthless for mining now. I don't. You guys let me know on that one. How you feel about that change? Requirements changes. Crystal Hollows is now Heart of the Mountain 4 requirement. Oh, god dang it. Is that going to change bingo? It might. That's going to make it a whole lot harder to do bingo quest that's in the hollows. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it is on the next bingo. Gerald mining. Gerald is now mining 30. It requires mining 30 for you to use Gerald on your equipment. That's going to mess people up, right? Pick a Nimbus is now Heart of the Mountain 4. And people were saying this was better to use now. How is it better if they put a requirement on it now? Uh, the mining drills, also the mining drills, I'm told it got their powder buff buffed. The Heart of Mountain 3 went to 2. The Heart of Mountain 2 went to 3. The Ruby drill moved up to 4. Sorrow Armor now has a Heart of the Mountain requirement of 5. Gemstone Fuel Tank has Heart of the Mountain 7 now. Jesus, perfect cut fuel tank is Heart of the Mountain 8. Titanium plated drill engine is 5 now. The Ruby polished drill engine is 7. The Sapphire polished drill engine is 8. The Amber polished drill engine is 9. I think I'm still good. I think I'm still good. I don't think they, because I'm 9 right now anyway. So the Goblin Omelet is 3 now instead of 4. The Pesto Omelet is now 5 instead of 4. The the Sunnyside Omelet is 5 instead of 4. And the Blue Cheese Omelet is 5 instead of 4. Okay. Recipes and cost rebalancing. Bandaged Pickaxe is now 0 coins and 0 mithril, but it requires 2 enchanted mithril and a fractured mithril pick. So you have to use one of the picks in order to craft it, which makes more sense. And then you have to upgrade that going forward. So I love this change. Yeah, this makes more sense anyway. And the refined mithril pick takes all that off because you wouldn't need that because it's gonna require the pick now. You've already put that in to the process. And then a little bit less refined mineral. And it takes all those off. This is awesome. The picks are gonna be way easier, way cheaper to get for the most part. You know how annoying it was going to get a handle for each one of these things? The titanium pick is now 0 coins and 0 titanium, but now it takes 4 enchanted titanium and 1 rusted titanium pick. I'm guessing the rusted titanium pick is going to be your base level and you're going to upgrade it as you go along, if I had to guess. Didn't it require a handle? Maybe the rusted titanium requires a handle now. Yeah. 3 refined titanium was ridiculous. Down to 1. The mithril drill, the 326, now only requires 1 golden plate. The topaz drill now requires 8 magma cores. Jasper requires 16 magma cores. The 355 had its cost reduced by 2 each. The 455 had its cost reduced, mithril plates to 5 and refined titanium to 12. The 555 titanium drill, this is a massive reduction in how much these cost. Yeah. The mithril plated drill engine now only takes 1 mithril plate. Titanium engine is dramatically cheaper. Wow, all these recipes. I was waiting on this, so if I was going to make my own drill back again, I wanted to wait for this change here. They changed the ruby polished one to take the titanium plated drill engine instead of the mithril engine. And now you need 5 drill engines. If you're going to require them to use a drill engine, why do you need more drill engines? And you can't use fine rubies anymore. You have to use perfect. That's more expensive. I thought they were making it cheaper. Why are you making it more expensive? The sapphire polished drill engine now requires the ruby polished drill engine instead of the titanium. Precursor apparatuses and find 3 perfect sapphire gemstones. Hopefully, they're going to be easier to get now. Amber doesn't require the ruby one anymore. It requires 5 uh perfect amber gemstones, 16 precursor apparatuses, 5 drill engines, and 32 plasma. Wow, these are more expensive now. This is not cheaper. The perfect cut fuel is now going to also take, our fuel tank takes 32 plasma. Goblet omelet has been reduced by 3 eggs. Why? I don't know. Same with the pesto. And it's upping the cost of it. And you have to have the base omelet. Okay. So you're gonna have to craft this first to get the rest of these. Okay, flawless. Spicy requires red goblet omelets. Okay. This is actually made cheaper. That doesn't make any sense. I was told by everybody who's been on the servers that the drills were going to be cheaper for you to make. Not true, no. Some of them are more expensive. Tool rebalancing. Reworked rookie pick now grants mining fortune on coal, iron, and gold. Zombie pick now grants mining fortune based on the number of nearby undead mobs. That might make it useful. The promising pickaxe now uses mining speed rather than efficiency. That's cool. Fractured mithril pick has a base mining fortune, and all of them have been bumped up to mining fortune base. They've had their mining speed ability added to their base stats. Okay. Titanium has had their mining speed reduced, but added extra mining fortune when mining titanium. Same with the polished one. The Pica Nimbus break power got increased to 8. Its mining speed got reduced to 750, so that puts it in line with the gemstone gauntlet. And the number of uses got reduced down to 2,000. Why are they saying it's good now? I don't understand why this is be good unless there's a perk using the Pick a Nimbus. There could be, I don't know. Mithril drill has mining fortune added to it. All the mithril drills had mining fortune added to it. The gemstone drills have now got pristine on them by default. That's awesome. I'm still thinking about getting a Jasper drill. I might just buy one though. Mithril infused tanks have added bonuses now, so the tanks actually give you reduced ability cooldown, which I don't use abilities anyway, so that's not going to be affected to me. The engines have been boosted, so your engines now give you more mining speed than they did before, and added mining fortune. Yeah, and all the Ruby engines have had their boosted mining speed. Yeah, it's been increased. Goblin Omelet. Removed current ability. New ability. 25% chance to consume fuel when mining a block. Not to consume fuel when mining a block. Okay. Pesto Omelet. Removed current ability. New ability. 75% chance not to consume fuel when mining a block. These are going to be great. I want this now. This one says the fuel consumption is now quadrupled. Wow. And the spicy one, you earn 20% more powder from all types of mining. Do I want to be able to use it like forever before I have to refuel it? If I got the topaz or the jasper drill and then I put the spicy omelet in there, That would give me a dramatically bigger boost. Assuming it still gives you a powder bonus. This gives you 20 to all powders. Or I could skip. I need to look at the Jasper drill again. I'm taking a detour, guys. Sorry, Jasper drill. Pixel. Okay. %20 to powder. Right. This gives me 20% to powder. I would still have this on the drill. But now I think I can keep my drill, not have to buy a Jasper drill, and I can just get the spicy omelet to go on there. We'll see what my omelet does, because I know it's probably changed. So we'll look at that. Did I go through all these? I did. Okay, let's make sure. Next, armor rebalancing. Oh, I don't even know if I want to look at this stuff. Prospecting armor renamed from miner's armor outfit. Current stats, ability, removed current stats and abilities. It gives you mining speed per piece. That's great. And a full set bonus of extra 40 mining speed. Lapis armor now has mining speed per piece and mining fortune per piece. And a new passive that grants 40%, 50% more XP per piece. Goblin armor now has +4 mining fortune per piece. Glacier armor removed mining island defense bonus. Ooh. And kept everything the same. The Flamebreaker armor now has heat resistance, and they increased the mining fortune. And then the Yogg armor has had mining speed and mining fortune added to it, along with the heat bonus. And now the full set bonus has changed, if I'm reading this right. Full set bonus now increments require 5 kills instead of the 10. Still 500 mining speed. And a bonus now pulls from your beastry instead of just kept in the items. Okay. The armor of Devon now has a 10 heat resistance, so you don't have to use the other ones. You can use the armor of Devon if you want. Minor armor, remove current stats and abilities. Increase the defense of each piece by 15. Added mining speed per piece to it, and it's got a new passive that doubles your piece's defense while in the mining islands. Heat armor, removed current stats and abilities. Increased the defense to 50, gave it a strength bonus per piece of 15, 5 additional mining speed, 5 additional fortune, 20 heat resistance. New passive grants triple this piece's defense and strength while on mining islands. Full set bonus grants heat immunity. Weren't they trying to get rid of that? Or they want people to use heat armor now? Mineral armor. Passive now grants 100 mining speed on ores and blocks. And now grants 25 block fortune per piece. Glossy mineral armor, which I still haven't got yet. Passive now grants 150 mining speed from ores and blocks, and 50 block fortune. Okay, miscellaneous balancing. Pristine enchantment renamed to prismatic, and they reduced the amount you got per level. Sad face. Ice cold enchantment got increased to 1. I need to get that on all my stuff. Mining talisman got its speed increased. Cool. The jungle amulet got a gemstone fortune put it on it and removed the ability effectively just the text change. Haste ring got mining speed put on it. Cold resistance potion had a change to the increased cold resistance. It looks like it's basically doubled max potion effects. Mithril ore powder drop changes. Gray and wool now drop 1 full mithril powder. Prismarine drops 1.2, and then blue ore drops 5. Oh my goodness gracious. All the pets got reworked. I did not know this. Okay, let's look at this. Armadillo. Rolling minor perk is now scales with rarity. Cool. Replaced mobile tank perk with long claws, which grants a lot of mining speed spread on hardstone. Okay. Val is a mining pet now. Rebalanced strength and ferocity with heat resistance and mining fortune. Reworked all perks. Furnace grants pristine while in the magma fields. Dispersion, killing mobs in the magma fields decreases heat. Chimney reduces cooldowns, pickaxe abilities. Goblin. I've never gotten a goblin pet. Replaces speed and critical chance with ore fortune. Replaces offensive odor perk with furtive thief, which grants mining speed in the mines of Defon. Replaced pickpocket perk with the grunt work, which grants mining speed on ores. Golem. Mithril Golem added mining fortune. Mithril affinity perk now scales with rarity. Swapped the smell of the powder perk with danger awareness. Renamed danger awareness to subterranean battler. Smell of the powder now scales with rarity. Smell of the powder now applies to all mithril powder gains, not just mining. Okay, so that's cool. Mole, I didn't use this one much. It doubled the base mining speed. Renamed blind to mole perk to magnetic nose. That's a better name anyway. Magnetic nose now buffs the drop rate of automaton parts instead of a chance not to need one. That would be great for what I do over there in the name is escaping me right now, but I mine that area for glaciate powder for the parts. So having a mole pad over there instead of the one I use is probably going to be more useful. Okay, so yeah, renamed Nuclear Explorer to Nuclear Veins. Skatha! Skatha now replaces base defense with mining fortune. Removal of the grounded perk because it's now part of the base stats. Burring now scales with rarity. Replaced wormhole with drill infusion, which grants gemstone fortune on drills. Rename gemstone powder perk to Bejeweled Eyes. That means it's going to be a lot more useful to use your Skatha pet when mining, not just when you're gemstone mining. I like that. It's still going to be the go-to pet for gem powder grinding, if I'm reading this right. Silverfish pet replaced health with mining fortune. Replaced true defense boost perk with magnetic, which grants more XP from mining. Dude, that's going to make the silverfish pet a go-to pet for bingo. I might have to start getting a chicken every single bingo pet just to get the silverfish pet. Just grinding out XP sucks. So having the lapis armor now and the silverfish pet all at one time, and the lapis pick all together is going to just be like OP. Swap dexterity to mining and mining wisdom boost. Dexterity now grants mining speed in addition to haste. renamed Mining Wisdom Boost to Experienced Burrower. Snail Pat added a defense bonus. Red Sand Enjoyer perk now scales with rarity. Renamed Slow Moving to Slow and Steady. Slow and Steady now scales with rarity. Replace Slow but Efficient perk with Slimy Reach, which grants mining spread on blocks. Okay, Snail might be a good one if you're going for lots of spread too. So they changed the pets to where you want to use a different one for, depending on what you're doing. Okay, so mining tool reforge and stone reworks. Mining tool reforges have been largely buffed across the board. They each now have their own special reforge bonus, which should keep them more distinct from one another. Amber material, the best reforge for mining speed, also increases your odds of mining up golden goblins. Andesite whetstone, best reforge for mining wisdom, also gives you a chance to drop enchanted blocks. I wonder if this means I'm going to have to change my reforges. Black diamond, good for early game reforge if you want to split a mining speed, mining fortune. Also gives decent defense. Demonite is the best reforge if you are looking for lots of block fortune. Okay, so you're going to want Demonite to be put on like shovels and stuff, right? Or shovels not kind of qualified as a mining tool. That would be a good change because you mine with it. We'll see. We'll see. Dwarven Geode, excellent all-around reforge for mining speed and mining fortune. Frigid Husk, the best reforge for mining fortune when in the glaciate tunnels or mine shafts, but only at high cold. Lapis Crystal, good early game reforge if you want to focus on mining speed. Also gives more XP orbs from blocks. Petrified Starfall is the best reforge for mining fortune and powder in the Dwarven Mines. Also, but only when near Starfall. Like I said, getting a drill specialized with Starfall for mining in the Dwarven Mines probably going to be something people's going to be doing. I could see people carrying 3 or 4 different drills and just using them whenever they're in different places and having different reforges on them. Pure Mithril, decent reforge for mining in the Dwarven Mines, specifically mining Mithril and Titanium. Scorched Topaz, the best reforge for mining fortune when in the magma fields. Okay. And Gleaming Crystal, excellent reforge from mining fortune, for mining fortune. Also gives mining spread during fiestas. I might want that. I don't even know how to make that one. We probably missed a few changes in mining. There are too many to list. More comprehensive breakdown and all changes and why we have them are in the alpha playlist that I'm not going to go over that. You guys can go there if you want. I will go there and leave a link in the description down below so you guys can go on there. You can also go here. I will have this linked in the description down below also. They changed the drop rates on most of the dyes here and where you get them from and the drop rates. So I'm going to let you guys read that if you want to. I'll go slow. You can pause the video there. Please note that the chocolate dye will be changed in the future. We forgot about it. Other changes in dyes. Special zealots can now drop pearlesite dye. Secret dye now goes directly into your inventory when found. Dyes can be previewed directly from the dye compendium. Updated the dye donation menu to better illustrate the fire sale dyes can't be donated. Listed drop chance for a dye in the dye compendium now always shows the rarest and 2 most common. Added an anvil to the artist abode so that you can apply dyes more easily. That's pretty good. Swapped the position of the bucket of dye in the dye companion in Vincent's menu. Fixed holly dye dropping from all gifts rather than just red ones. Fixed not being able to claim dark purple dye out of the dark auction after just winning the dark auction. Other changes. How much longer is this? Wow! Still talking about that foraging update, aren't they? Oh, I don't do dungeons, so it's a brief section anyway. Added a button to quickly salvage uncommon items in the salvage menu. That's pretty good. Changed the outdated dungeon quiz question that asked for a painter in the hub. It's got something in it, and it's pissing me off. Hold on, man. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. Like, it's like hanging in there like an eyelash or something. I don't know. Sped up the animation that plays when the higher and lower puzzle. I don't know. You guys will have to tell me whether these two are easier or better changes. Miscellaneous changes. All instances of Scavenger 7 on weapons are now Scavenger 6. They've nerfed Scavenger. The Golden Dragon Pets Shiny Scales perk now caps at 100 million coin collection instead of 1 billion. The maximum stat you earn is still the same. You just earn it faster. All references to the garden are now colored green. Added a /stat to the alias for equipments. Added 2 combat slots to the Phantom Rod. Added a +1x modifier to the chocolate production icon to clarify visual only. The Diamond Jacob contest emblem for getting diamond medal in all crops. Added a private island bestiary for bats, max 200. This is also tricky retroactively. This is also tracked retroactively. I think I've killed bats, so I might get some. I didn't notice that. I've been on the game. Added a progress bar to the lifetime chocolate milestone item lore. Added chocolate syringes and mana disentanglers to the bazaar. Cool. Added deployables. Now, all deployables now use coherent item lore into the description of their abilities. Bingo profiles can now use /bank. Don't know why we couldn't before. Change the colors of the spawning particles so that they align with the Slayer boss you are spawning. Change the warp pad color message colors for the election room and the community center. Each pest now turns into Philip. Each pest now turned into Philip gives a flat +5 farming fortune rather than scaling. Still caps at 40 pests. What does that mean? So each pet will give you 5 farming fortune no matter how many you turn in. So if you turn 40 in, that's 5 times 40, right? Which is 200. Right? I don't know why that's a thing. Experience Showdown automatically disables once a pet reaches 100. Gave the Lazy Miner pickaxe a deficiency 1 enchantment. Items dropped from the breaking minion storage will now go directly into your sack. Thank God. Move the Glaciite Golem pet to the mastery tier of the Skyblock guide. Was in the skill tier. Overhauled Cat's dialogue for when she is sitting. So that is more informative. Pure Mithril gems can now be salvaged for 100 diamond essence. Remove the chat message mentioning you pick the lock on the Crystal Hollows treasure chest. Do you not do that anymore? I'll have to look at that. Selling lily pads to K in the Rift now has a confirmation menu. Separated Boss Corleone from the Grunt Beastery. Okay, so that's another beastery we have to look at. I have killed Boss Corleone. Slayer regen timer is now paused when the Riftstalker Blood Fiends are in Mania. Super crafting minions no longer get rid of the Mithril infusion. Okay. Updating item lore to the Ditto Skulls to better describe their functionality. Visual only. Updated text on beetles and cricket pest. Use /get from sacks without specifying a value now pulls out only one item. Limit on Abbey phone contact trios have been increased to 15, was 12. Vincent will now have a mole pet equipped after you have earned his Abbey phone contact. You can now purchase XP bottles while in the experimentation table. People have been looking for that one also. Zones of the deep caverns will now unlock for teleporting even if you haven't talked to the lift operator. Bug fixes. I'm going to scroll over these. I'm not going to read them all, but you guys can read these if you want. It's been a long video, guys, and I need to get this over with. I want to get down to these stuff. So I'm going to scroll through these real quick. Apparently, Fortunate was supposed to be using gemstone powder. Playsite mine tunnel commissions, descriptions. Text error for messages in the lift operator, Vanguard corpses. Pick a Nimbus now not counting as epic item for salvaging. Sapphire scrolls cooldown. Fixed treasure chest saying you need to aim particles. Would you max them? That's funny. Power scrolls. Updated Sky Mall description. All mining islands rather than dwarven mines. Okay. I don't see anything else that's relevant to what we do. Volcano, frozen blaze armor despite not meeting the requirements. Okay. Conjuring ability, being able to activate on mage classes abilities even if you weren't mage. Jacob's dialogue mentioning Furgon's goaded perk despite not being active. That's funny. Melanin mushroom being counted inconsistently between their collections and crop milestone counters. I can't wait till you guys see the farm. I do have to completely redo the rest of them though, but you guys will see how we got it up. I think it's good. I don't know if it's infinite yet. I haven't tested it. Typo count? No, we don't need to know about that. Future plans. Below the list is some of the content we are currently working on and would like to share with you. Please note, as always, this is not an extensive list and some things discussed here might not ultimately make it to the game. We should also point out that we are also working on other secret things that are not listed as always. Chocolate Factory. We are pleased with the progress of Chocolate Factory and have a few small updates on the way. These will address current issues and include some new features like seasonal automatic egg collection and guaranteed methods of acquiring the rarest rabbits. More and more. Museum progress revamp. Oh, goodness gracious. An upcoming update will overhaul the museum reward system. Instead of gaining Skyblock XP based on the total number of items displayed, you now gain XP based on each item's individual value. That's a good change. For example, late game items will give more XP, while the total XP might be slightly reduced at launch. This change allows the greater XP growth on the long term. Plus, expect enhanced museum rewards along this update. Pest Hunter wares. We now in the early stages of development in the Pest Hunter wares in a minor garden update that will add some more farming content to the game, mostly pet related. This update will expand the Pest Hunter fill-up store, which currently only has a single talisman line, adding a variety of items that will aid you in your pest hunting adventures, while also making some wider changes to address balancing inequalities between crops. Oh, crap. And the foraging update, as mentioned in our recent dev blog, we have made excellent progress in the foraging with the new hunting skill nearing completion. While we are not ready to implement features from the latest Minecraft version, the farming update is nearly polished. We're just waiting on a few tech to catch up. And that's it, guys. I'm going to get off here. I got to get this posted to you guys so you guys can get it today. I have a mining festival that I will be doing, and my wife needs to get on here and play too. So if you guys like this episode, make sure you smack that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys on the next episode.